Hey guys, welcome back to Container Crops, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. It's an amazingly beautiful day here in Zone 7B. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out here in my garden with me today. It's time for me to start getting ready for my fall garden. I am still hanging on to a lot of my summer plants, as you saw in another video I did, but we need to prepare our pots, our containers. Just because you're gardening in containers doesn't mean there's no preparation you have to do.
Show off your fantasy reality, whoa, that's yours, but I'll keep doing mine. You'll be living your good life, catch a glimpse from the outside all the time.
Okay guys, we are back, and before we get started, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me once again. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead, take just 1 second, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss anything. Go over to Facebook after the video and connect to me over there with my Facebook group, Container Crops. It's for you guys, not for me. I want to see what's growing on in your garden. I want to see your progress, your pluses and your minuses. If you have questions, that's a good place to ask them. And you can always find me on IG, the Scaredy Cat Gardener. Okay, I think that's going to do it for our yard work. Let's go ahead and get into what we're going to do. We need to prep our containers so that we can have as much success as possible. So by prepping, I'm going to show you with one of my containers exactly what I do, and I'll explain what I'm doing as I go along. So let's head over to one of my empty containers that I'm ready to prep. Okay, so quickly I'm going to show you exactly what I'm using. I am using natural and organic mushroom compost. This is the compost I use. I use it year round. I'm also going to be adding some bone meal, blood meal, and this is the potting soil that I'm using. This is the potting soil that I'm using, and yes, it says raised bed, but it doesn't matter. Raised bed, flower bed, container, but it's natural and organic, and this is what I am using in all of my pots, and that's it. So the first step that I'll be doing is I'll take a bucket, and I'm going to mix 50% compost with 50% of my soil, and then I'm going to sprinkle in probably about 1/4 of a cup of each bone and blood meal, and I'm going to combine that. I'm going to stir it up, mix it up really well. Then I'm going to aerate my pot and put it in and mix it in there. So let's go ahead and do that. And while I'm out here, I'm also going to fill up some of my seed starting trays, because I have my perfect mix, and that's what I start my seeds in as well. So I'm going to be starting those indoors. I'm dropping seeds directly outside, and I'm going to start just a few indoors as my backup. So I'm going to go ahead and put some soil in here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just rake this up. Aerating it is what you're really doing. Need your little hand rake. Just aerate it. Move it around. Whatever's in there, move it around. Just want to add a little new to it for nutrients. See how nice and rich that looks on top there? That's what you want. Now we're going to let this sit just like this for about 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to come out here and put in some fertilizer, 511. Then we're going to let it sit for another week so all the nutrients can get into the soil before we get ready to plant. Okay guys, that's going to do it for today. I'm going to go ahead and knock out the rest of my containers, but you want to try to do this process maybe like at least a week or 2 before you get ready to drop your seeds. And if you're going to do transplants in them, then by the time your transplants are ready, it'll definitely be ready. But I'm dropping seeds in my pots, and I'm doing the transplant or the seedlings, or starting the seeds indoors rather, as backup to me dropping the seeds directly. So I'm getting them ready. I'm about a week or 2 out from when I want to drop my seeds. So I'm getting my containers ready. So make sure you do that preparation. You want the nutrients to have a little bit of time to leach down into the soil. So that's why we do it a little bit ahead of time. So we have to prepare so we won't have to worry about it as they start to grow. Okay, so thank you once again for coming and hanging out with me in my garden. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell. Give the video a thumbs up so other people can get the video as well, because I'm sure they may need this information too. And share it out. Sharing is caring. Yeah, sharing is caring. Okay, guys, that's going to do it. I'll see you next time. And remember, anywhere you can sit a pot, you can grow a plant. And I'll see you on the trail.